What's up guys and welcome back to my channel. Today in Blender we are going to be learning about the Boolean modifier. And if you didn't know, there are 52 modifiers in Blender that we can use to adjust and to mess around with our meshes, our 3D objects. And what the Boolean modifier does, the specific modifier, is that it takes one object and another. For example, if I had my cube here and my pyramid. And sometimes in Blender, you can move an object into it. It's just this is a solid, so I can't. But in Blender, you can move the triangle inside. And sometimes you don't want those two meshes overlapping on each other. So that's why you use the Boolean modifier, so that it doesn't overlap. And it creates a hole that's suited for its size. So you might not understand that well, but in this video, I will be talking about only that. So let's get right into it. So now that we're in our Blender, let's get right started with our Boolean modifier. So we have a cube here, right? Just add a UV sphere. Not an icon sphere, a UV sphere. And as you can see, I showed you an example. In Blender, you can move objects inside, right? So that's what I wanted to say. But for example, the most used example that I've seen people use, it's having the circle like this, intersecting into the cube. But as you can see, there's some overlapping here. Maybe you can't see it very well, but it does overlap. If you go inside it, inside the object, you can see it goes in the cube. It goes in the cube. And sometimes it can overlap and it can really show you mesh when you have your object, when you really have a complex model. So that's where we use the Boolean modifier. So you'd be here when you click on your object, and then here you have this small wrench. Click on the wrench. You have the modifiers. Click on the modifiers, and you have many. Today, in Generate, we're going to be doing the Boolean modifier. One of my favorites. My personal favorite. Click on the Boolean, and you might see nothing happen, right? Look, this still comes out. Nothing changed. But the reason why is because we have to choose an object that we want this to affect on. So this, in this case, it's a cube. And look, now magic. Before we saw there was some. Yeah, you see? Before we saw in here that it was going inside. But now if you go here, in it, doesn't do anything anymore. I do not know what this is. I wonder. Anyways, as you can see, there are like these three buttons. When you click on this button, it means that also in edit mode you can see it, because automatically it's not on. This is what, if you can see it on screen or not. This is if you can't see it in the final render. That's when you click F12. But we're not going to be talking about that today, because that's completely another subject. Completely other subject. So I don't know what this really means, because I never saw such a result. But wait, let's see. Shift Control 0. No, shift. Yes, like this. So just click on Control Alt 0. This will put the camera view. Now to just click F12 to see the screenshot and to see what happens. Because I just want to see how does it really look like if I go in F12. F11, sorry, 12. Yep. Doesn't work very well. Anyway, this would usually work, but in some cases it doesn't. And anyway, so today we only worried about that. it can really help, but sometimes you can just see this stuff. But wait, let me see. Maybe you can fix this if you do this. Let's see. Because I won't, guys, I won't teach you this what I'm going to be doing now, because that's another subject. But oh god. Where it's really like, you see this cube, you can use the distance, the wheel modifier to remove all of this stuff. But after, yeah, it works. But after this sometimes deforms the mesh. Kind of. Yeah, you see? Now we found a good amount. And after we can use that. That's a completely another thing, the wheels modifier. But it's a modifier that we use to remove that bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's why you use it here in this case. It's really, really, really useful. And you see these 6 buttons? No, let me see. Let me count. 8 buttons here. You can click on these and drag around. It really matters the way that you do it. So first, you really just want to do the deformation, the way that your object looks like, and then you add like the fixing, like how all of the stuff, whatever just happened, or other errors or stuff like that. But really, it's just the formation of the shape at the beginning. So that's how we use the Boolean modifier. But wait a second. You have multiple things. You have fast, exact. I don't know what this is, fast and exact, but I don't know. But it's not really that important. I don't think it is. All you really know is about this difference. It's the most used, but also you have union. What does union do? No, sorry. Union. I forgot what this do. What does union do? Oh, I remember the union modifier. It makes the shape be a part of the shape. So you see, now it's a part. That's what I think the union does it? I don't know. What does union do actually? Union. Combine meshes in an additive way. See, it combines the mesh. Trying to combine it as much as possible. And again, guys, let's try to go on cube. Let's use the wheel modifier. Doesn't work. Okay, no problem. Let's remove. I think it's something to do with the sphere. Yeah. Yeah, you see? Now we fixed it. We just had to increase the wheel distance. So now we fix it. Now what the wheel does is that it tries to union it. As you can see, it maybe used the Boolean, but except the parts that were outside became a part of the whole thing. But as up here, it's not really together. It's just that when you use the union, it's actually being a part of it, and the stuff going inside just gets deleted. So it's like it's the mesh that is outside of the mesh. The one that is going outside, that's overlapping, is going to stick to it. So after you can increase it. Now you see, but after there's some stuff there. But you don't want to really find a reasonable size, because after this starts deforming the mesh. But yeah, that's how you use the union and the different one. And what does intersect do, you might be asking? Let's see. So difference, combine meshes in a subtractive way. And here intersect. Ooh, what does intersect do? I like intersect. So let's see. Keep the part of the mesh that is common all upwards. So what it really does, it's that it's like the union, except the parts that are going outside. It's like the reverse of union. The parts that are going outside go out and don't come anymore, but after it stays in the mesh. So really it's union but reverse. So you see the shape is not going outside to show it, it's actually going inside. So after if it overlaps outside, then after it wouldn't work. You see, after we can use the wheel, it fixes everything. So yeah, now we use the Boolean modifier and the wheel modifier, sorry. I know the wheel modifier, I'll make a separate video about it, but really wheels is super important to use in any project. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye, and see you.